it's Amy with Just a Little Ink. I'm an independent demonstrator with Stampin' Up! And today I'd like to share with you an alternative card from our January paper pumpkin kit, the lovely Lavender. I will flip my camera over while I continue to talk with you, but the painted lavender, or the lovely lavender, coordinates so wonderfully with the painted lavender or the perennial lavender suite. There's both the painted lavender bundle, which is here, which is what I'm going to use, as well as the perennial postage bundle, which is some wonderful postage dies as well as some greetings. And with the purchase of that during January and February, you receive something free out of our celebration brochure, because right now is Celebration, Stampin' Up's best sale of the year. You'll see here my glass mat. It's the Glass Mat Studio. It's a joint option right now through the end of February while supplies last, a $60 value. And then I also wanted to point out that there are currently some add-on dies that I'm also using. I'm going to use this Love die with the card I'm going to share with you. And it's a fun, simple card. So without getting too much craziness going on, I'm using the stamp set that came with the paper pumpkin bundle, as well as the painted lavender dies. Not using anything else out of there, but I am using those dies. And so I'm also using the paper. And goodness, I should be able to tell you what that paper is. And I did not note it, so hold on. It is gorgeous paper, unless you don't love lavender. It's the perennial lavender 12 by 12 paper. And the piece I'm using has both beautiful florals as well as gingham. So you need a 1/4 of a sheet, 4 by 5 1/4. We're going to cut using the Stylish Shapes dies, the circle out of the center of it. I've got a piece of crumb cake, 5 1/2 by 8 1/2, scored at 4 1/4. And I'm going to fold it in half using my bone folder. Simple, simple tools. I'm so glad that you're joining me. If you've not already subscribed to my YouTube channel, I would be so appreciative if you would. It is what keeps me going. I love hearing your comments, what you like, and honestly, probably don't really love hearing what you don't like, but it's helpful. Anyway, so you're going to put some adhesive on the back of the floral. So you're going to put the adhesive on the gingham section. And I had played around with this a little bit when I was coming up with stuff and tried using it blank in the center and didn't like it. Turn around and you know what? That looked really good. So we're going to come and put some adhesive in the center. Make sure that I'm straight with my gingham. And because it came out of here, it fits so well. Just going to push it a little bit. Get it to attach. I've used some Gorgeous Grape because of the product coordination, and with paper pumpkin has been extremely popular and currently has been unavailable. It will be back, so keep checking. So I've cut that from a piece of Gorgeous Grape, and I already, before I had done that, I attached a strip of adhesive sheet to the back before I cut it out, because it's such a fine, fine die. Got my inspiration here and make sure I'm not messing up. Yeah, I'm going to be messing up. So I'm going to pull that off and then I'm going to set it aside since I've already started. So I'm going to grab my pick tool, see if I can't get this to pull up. Sometimes that's why I don't like using the adhesive sheets, but it really is, there we go, the easiest. So you'll see then that that will just peel off and it reveals sticky. So I'm just going to set that aside, move my pick tool, and I've got my silicone mat here. I'm going to turn these upside down. I'm going to poke out all those little centers, so I don't want them in there. There we go. Turn it around, and I'm going to grab my liquid glue. I could have done these in the adhesive sheets as well, but I will admit this tends to be how I use it more. And I'm just going to grab down, and the silicone mat holds all that sticky for us. So I'm going to come, I'm going to grab, oh, and I forgot something. Ha ha! Let's see if I can get this done here. That's just how that works sometimes, isn't it? Best to keep everything together. Sometimes I forget a couple things. So before things get going too crazy, I've got my garden green Stampin' Right marker. And I'm going to just grab, this would be optional, you wouldn't need to do this, but I really liked how it ended up looking by making the stem of the flowers truly be the stem. So I'm just using the writing tip, which is new to us. If you've not seen our brand new markers, that writing tip is a huge improvement. You see the difference? It's a solid tip versus that little ball tip that was always seeming to not write. And so let me turn this one over before I ink it up with glue. And because I'm using the silicone mat, it's going to be fine. And this is water-based marker, so it'll wash right off. So even if I get a little on there, no big deal. Kind of shows you the value of our Stampin' Right markers. They are sold in the sets of 10, so they're in our color groupings. Regals, subtles, neutrals. And I don't keep mine in those colors anymore. I keep mine in a rainbow assortment, so it's hard for me to sometimes remember what we do. So I'm going to turn them over now. Put a little more adhesive on the back here just because I'm sure it's dried by now. It's pretty fast drying glue. All right, so grab here, show you that it's super fast. And it's not squeezing too hard, you're not going to get a puddle. So I'm going to pull out of here now. Come, I don't want it over my butterfly, so I'm going to come a little lower. So grab this one. This one's a little shorter. Each of these are separate dies from that perennial lavender. Okay. I'm going to angle it off a little bit on the other side, like so. Okay. Then I can grab my love, grab my mat out of the way, grab my love, and I'm going to stick it in the center here. And then, let's see if I kept what I needed. I didn't quite poke this piece out. So let's scoot it out of the way so that it's not mucked up on here. You never muck up anything now, do you? Oh, I think we got that out of there. There we go. So then, I think I totally forgot something. Okay, before we're waiting here, I don't think I even kept something nearby me, so I'm going to have to go grab something else. I'm going to do the inside, so I'm using Gorgeous Grape. This stamp came in the paper pumpkin, and I thought it looked really good on the inside. So just to grab here, it would also look great on the envelope, like so. It's a place for me to write what I want on the inside. And all I need is a scrap. So I'm going to see what I can find here. How far away my scraps are. Not too far. Always worth keeping these pieces of basic white scraps. You never know when you're going to need them. And I'm going to use the width. This was a stamp that came in the paper pumpkin kit. Clean that up so I can put it away later. Get rid of my ink. And then I'm just going to fussy cut around that. This is a simple kind of little card idea. I don't want to be belaboring too long, so I'm going to snip that off. Come in, just straight cuts. Super, super simple. And a little whimsical as well. So there we go. Throw those off the mat. Put a little bit of adhesive on the back there. You could use some of our Wink Stella, which would be really cool on those cards or on those flowers. Then just taking and putting with right above love, so that I have that. And to make it one more step, if I don't throw them away somewhere, in that same suite of products, the Purple Fine Shimmer Gems. Adorable, very beautiful. Could choose whichever ones I want. I'm going to do, again, I like them in threes, so I'm going to do one bigger one here. And then I'm going to do a couple smaller ones, I think. Well, let's see. Come up here this way, let's go that way. And then I'm going to do one more small one, and I think I might do it over here, like that. You could do more, you could do fewer, but I like those threes. It's a great number. So if you haven't subscribed to Paper Pumpkin, or you've not done it for a long time, it has come a long way. Definitely worth checking out, paperpumpkin.com. Please choose Amy Taylor as your demonstrator if you choose to sign up. I send thank you notes every month. This was my thank you note this month. So thanks again for joining me. And I look forward to seeing you again soon. Have a wonderful day. Happy stamping.